France is the largest country in the European Union by area. France shares borders with Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, Andorra, and Monaco. The country has an extensive coastline along both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. France's highest mountain is Mont Blanc, which is 4,808 meters tall. France has over 40,000 castles, many of which are open to the public. The country has 13 overseas regions, including French Guiana, Martinique, and Réunion. The Loire Valley, often called the Garden of France, is famous for its vineyards and chateaux. France has 27 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The French Alps are a popular destination for skiing and mountaineering. The country boasts more than 500 types of cheese. France was once a monarchy, with a king or queen ruling the country. The French Revolution, 1789–1799, led to the overthrow of the monarchy and the establishment of a republic. The storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789, is celebrated every year as France's National Day. The famous French military leader Napoleon Bonaparte was born on the island of Corsica. The Eiffel Tower was originally a temporary exhibit for the 1889 World's Fair. The First French Republic was established in 1792. France is known for the Age of Enlightenment, a period when many great philosophers and intellectuals, like Voltaire and Rousseau, were active. The French Revolution inspired revolutions worldwide, including in Haiti and Latin America. Joan of Arc, a national heroine of France, was born in 1412 and led French forces during the Hundred Years' War. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I, was signed in the Palace of Versailles. The official language of France is French, which is spoken worldwide in over 29 countries. The French language is one of the most widely taught languages globally. Le Petit Prince, by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, is one of the most translated books in the world. The French invented the modern concept of romance literature. France has a rich literary tradition, with famous writers such as Victor Hugo, Albert Camus, and Marcel Proust. French literature has influenced many Western literary movements, including existentialism and surrealism. The Nobel Prize in Literature has been awarded to French writers like Albert Camus and Jean-Paul Sartre. The French are known for their café culture and literary salons. The French invented the novel as we know it today with works like Don Quixote, written by the Spanish author Cervantes. But influential in French culture, French cinema has been a major force in global film, with directors like François Truffaut and Jean-Luc Godard shaping modern filmmaking. France is a republic, with a president as the head of state and a prime minister as the head of government. The French parliament consists of two houses, the National Assembly and the Senate. France has been a member of the European Union since 1957. The French Revolution led to the rise of republican ideals and the abolition of the monarchy. Paris is the political and cultural capital of France. The French have a history of revolution, with significant uprisings in 1789, 1830, 1848, and 1968. The French Constitution was established in 1791 and has undergone multiple changes since. France has a system of secularism known as laïcité, which ensures the separation of church and state. The French have a deep political tradition, with political thinkers such as Montesquieu and Rousseau shaping modern political philosophy. France was a founding member of the United Nations and the NATO alliance. France is the world's seventh largest economy by nominal GDP. Paris is one of the financial hubs of Europe, with the Paris Stock Exchange being one of the oldest in the world. France is the world's largest exporter of luxury goods, with brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Hermès. The country is one of the world's leading producers of wine, with Bordeaux, Burgundy, and Champagne being famous wine regions. France has a strong agricultural sector, producing a variety of crops, including wheat, grapes, and lavender. The French culinary industry is a major economic contributor, with Michelin-starred restaurants drawing tourists. France is a major player in the aerospace and automobile industries, home to companies like Airbus and Renault. Tourism is a major part of the French economy, with millions of visitors each year, especially to Paris and the French Riviera. France has a large services sector, including banking, healthcare, and education. The French government supports the arts, with substantial funding for museums, theaters, and festivals. The French invented the hot air balloon in the 18th century. The metric system was first introduced in France during the French Revolution and is now used worldwide. Louis Pasteur, a French scientist, developed the pasteurization process and contributed to the creation of vaccines. France is a leader in nuclear energy, with a significant portion of its electricity generated by nuclear power. The famous French mathematician René Descartes is known for developing Cartesian coordinates and his philosophy of cogito, ergo sum. The French engineer Gustave Eiffel, who designed the Eiffel Tower, was also responsible for building iron structures like the framework for the Statue of Liberty. France is home to the Louvre Museum, which houses some of the most significant art and archaeological discoveries, including the Mona Lisa. The TGV is France's high-speed rail system, one of the fastest in the world. France is a leader in space exploration and home to the European Space Agency's operations. The French created the first successful parachute in 1783. France is famous for its art, with Paris being home to some of the world's greatest museums, including the Louvre and Musée d'Orsay. The French invented the art form of Impressionism, with painters like Claude Monet, Edgar Degas, and Pierre-Auguste Renoir. French Gothic architecture, with cathedrals like Notre Dame, is famous worldwide. The Château de Versailles is an architectural marvel and a symbol of France's royal history. The Arc de Triomphe, built to honor Napoleon's victories, is one of Paris's most iconic landmarks. The Louvre Museum is the largest art museum in the world and is also a historic monument. French art movements like Cubism, Surrealism, and Abstract Expressionism have had a lasting impact on global culture. French sculptor Auguste Rodin is famous for works like The Thinker. The Centre Pompidou in Paris is an innovative cultural complex and museum of modern art. The Pont du Gard, an ancient Roman aqueduct in southern France, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. French cuisine is considered one of the best in the world, with many dishes known globally, such as croissants and escargot. The French are known for their culinary techniques, with chefs like Paul Bocuse revolutionizing French gastronomy. France is the birthplace of haute cuisine, an elaborate, artistic style of cooking. The French invented the baguette, a long, thin loaf of bread. France is home to more than 400 types of wine. The French eat a wide variety of cheeses, and the country has a cheese for nearly every occasion. The world-renowned French dish, coq au vin, is made with chicken, wine, and mushrooms. Croissants, a flaky pastry, are a staple of French breakfast. France has more than 800 different types of bread. French wine regions like Bordeaux, Burgundy, and Champagne are known worldwide for their exceptional wine production. The Tour de France is one of the most prestigious cycling races in the world. The French Open is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, held annually in Paris. Soccer is the most popular sport in France, with the national team winning the 1998 and 2018 FIFA World Cups. France has a strong rugby tradition, and the national team regularly competes in the Six Nations Championship. The French enjoy pétanque, a traditional outdoor game similar to bocce. Formula One driver Alain Prost is one of France's most famous sports figures. France has produced many renowned athletes, including tennis player Yannick Noah and swimmer Laura Manadou. The 1998 FIFA World Cup was hosted by France, and they won the tournament. Paris has a strong cultural scene, with theaters, opera houses, and music venues that attract global talent. The country is also home to the Cannes Film Festival, one of the most prestigious events in global cinema. Paris is known as the City of Light, and is famous for landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and Notre Dame. The Château de Chambord in the Loire Valley is one of the largest and most recognizable castles in France. Mont Saint-Michel, a medieval abbey on a rocky island in Normandy, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The French Riviera, or Côte d'Azur, is famous for its glamorous beaches and resorts, including Nice and Cannes. The D-Day landing beaches in Normandy are historical sites dedicated to World War II. The Louvre Pyramid is a modern entrance to the Louvre Museum, designed by architect I.M. Pei. The Palace of Versailles, near Paris, is a symbol of the absolute monarchy before the French Revolution. The Eiffel Tower, originally a temporary exhibit, is now a global symbol of France. The Château de Fontainebleau was a royal residence and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Louvre Museum in Paris holds over 380,000 objects, including some of the world's most famous works of art. If you like the video, we'll share it with your friends and family members on WhatsApp and Facebook wall.